Good morning, my friends. Welcome back. Braeden is here with me today.
Hi.
We are crafting at the kitchen table because, well, there's more room here and my craft room is a chaotic mess right now because I'm doing stuff in there. So we're gonna have an ephemera session. I got some book page here that we are going to decorate. Braeden is doing some watercolor painting. Got some watercolors here. And there's all kinds of stuff around. So we're just gonna have a play and yeah, let's go. Let's do it. How's everyone today? I hope you're doing good. It's, well, it's Sunday today, so it's very cold, wet. It was snow raining earlier this morning, but that stopped. So I just have all of my little bits here, my Tim Holtz bits, and these are actually from Amazon, and they're those collage pages. So I just grabbed those to use. So we have a whole bunch of stuff on the table. I was organized, but you know, best laid plans when you're not in your space. So I just have a bunch of little things here. So hopefully you can see not too bad. Move my chair a little. So there we go. And this is my little ruler from Took. I really like it. It rips the paper so lovely. Tom's in the kitchen. We've been cooking stuff and he's just waiting for the oven to go off. So if you hear bits of noise in the background, then you'll know why. So it's not too bad. Sounds of life, right? So, oh, I'll have to take a little more off of there. So I hope you're all doing good. I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. I'm just gonna add that there, and I have my glue sticks. And just gonna grab another book page here so I can get gluing on it. And I'm just using my Elmer's school glue with the disappearing purple. It works very well. It holds stuff together. So Braeden is drawing on his paper with black marker, permanent marker, so that he can add his watercolor paint to them and not have the marker run with the color, which is always good because, you know, muddy messes is what happens. I just have some random die cuts. I'll use those. So yeah, we're just having fun. Braeden wanted to come over and spend the day with us, so I was so happy. And we went to church and home for lunch. What's uh-oh?
Well, I forgot that there was watercolor on my paper and I just put my arm in it.
Oh. Good thing it washes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there we go. My glue has decided to act up, of course. If there wasn't so many little bits, I would have just used the glue stick, but that's not good. We have this little random bow. Just came out of I have an envelope and I just put a bunch of little things in it to play with. So yeah, let's add that bow. Why not? I just had my pin. Oh, Brenda. You can just add water to a whole bunch of them
I know.
and then just have fun. So there we go. This is my tacky glue, the Aleene's tacky glue. It usually holds really well. It just takes a minute, of course. So I'm just gonna pop it right there. So what are you doing in your craft room today? Are you working on projects? I'm gonna see if I have a word in here. Oh, I have a little label. I think I'll use one of those. I don't think I brought any words out. Usually if I craft out here, I bring my trolley, but I didn't do that today.
Why not?
I didn't even think of it, actually. I just brought out things that I thought we would use and without thinking of extras. So, next time.
Yeah.
Oh, my glue. It's got to be weather related. And the glue doesn't want to work. I'm hoping that the lighting is okay. It's really gray. So I just want to do that. Oh, that didn't stay yet. Glue hasn't held. There we go. It will now. What else can we add onto there? Maybe not that. I have some bling. This is from the dollar store. It's on a roll, but you can't really tell what it is because they're so tiny. And so there we go. So I'm going to set that aside to dry. Let me get one of these. I have taller ones. These are single sheets so that I can use them to glue on. So they'll eventually become stuff.
Your markers are pretty dry.
Are they?
Yeah.
We haven't used them in a while. There you go. Stick them in the water. Does it help?
A bit. I think I'm better off just using the watercolors though.
Probably. I wasn't sure about them because I mean it's been a couple years since you used those markers. So I'll make this into a tag, but I just want the text. Sometimes I'll leave this part on and stamp on it, but because I don't have my stamps with me today, or my tag punch, so I'm just going to have to kitty corner these.
What's that mean?
I cut a corner off and then I turn it backwards and then I put it on the other side and then I cut it so that they're even.
Okay.
Yeah. There we go. I have this other die cut here. Oh yeah. You can ink these, you don't have to ink. I'm not going to. I didn't bring any ink out with me today, which is fine. You can sew around them. You don't have to sew. You can slow stitch, do your hand stitching. You know, you don't have to use a machine. A lot of people don't like to see with the sewing machine, so you can just hand stitch things. Just gonna add some glue. Oh, now it's working finally. It's so skinny. I'm always afraid I'm gonna break something off. So there we are. That's really nice. These are the Tim Holtz die cuts. And I have these birds that I had cut. This is from an Edith Holden page. Maybe put that there. I was trying to find my little bag that I have with my birds, and oh my goodness, I couldn't find it anywhere. So Just going to do that right there. Just add one of these little labels. I've had these for such a long time. It was a freebie page. I don't even remember from who. It was such a long time ago. But every once in a while I'll print them off because I use them. And maybe right there. So there, and so simple, right? Very simple. So this one can be a pocket. So I'm going to just take off the white. Oh, Braeden went and found some inks. So this can be a pocket. If you want to do a pocket this way, it could be like a tuck. You can glue two sides and have it as a tuck spot. Maybe we'll do that. Let's see what I have to dress it with. Little family there. These images are from my cut and collage book. Oh yeah, use those I think. Let's see if I have a butterfly that's small enough for on there. There we go. I'll just use that. Those will be cute. Oops. Did you want to show what you're doing so far?
Sure.
There you go. That's Braeden's creation so far.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh, you just do whatever.
That's what I'm doing.
Yep. Add color. Just have fun. So there we go. That's cute. And then, oh, maybe I'll put this behind her head before it glues completely down. I'll just use my tacky glue for it since it's cardstock. It's a Tim Holtz butterfly. There we go. Just need to add some more glue underneath her head. There we go. Cute. And I will cut the tips off just because they'll get mangled anyway as a pocket, in and out stuff. Cute. Just simple little projects that can be made beautiful, right? For some reason I keep wanting to go to that heart. And these are just words, random words that I had left from using from Amanda's weekly freebies, and I just keep the words together and then I use them. Shine. That's what that says, so we're gonna use it. There we go. I'll just set it right there. Hopefully you've been seeing. I think you have. Don't want to see my big head. So there you go. There's that.
done with my first creation.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Don't really know what it's supposed to be.
Can be anything you want.
It's an elephant, huh?
It's an elephant?
Yep.
Okay. Well, there you go. Now you know what it is.
Why are these things so hard to close?
Yeah, they're a little different, aren't they? There you go.
Do you have any normal paint?
Pardon?
Do you have any normal paint?
No, I couldn't find it.
What?
That's what I had been looking for.
No normal paint?
No, it's in a box somewhere. But okay, let's I have these random pieces of paper. I really like these. They just came from let me show you the paper pad out of this Maps Text and Ledgers stack by DCWV. I don't even remember where I got it. I've had it for such a long time. You can take some paper out of there, you can glue it on, you can do whatever you want.
You have tape?
Regular tape?
Like masking tape?
Yes, but I do, but not out. Painter's tape? Would that do?
Yeah.
All right. I think Braeden has another idea. Do you know what you're going to be doing?
Kinda.
Yeah? You want to share?
After I'm done.
Okay.
Because I don't know exactly what I'm doing.
Okay. Oh, look at that. Got a choice. All right. Just doing up another tag here. I really need to get some ephemera made. Lots of happy mails going out in the next few weeks. So these are images. I believe they were a free sheet from Took. So gypsy ladies, something like that. I can't remember the exact name, I'm sorry. But if you go to her coffee site under the freebies section, then you'll be able to find them for yourself if it's an interest to you. And that's another reason why I do these flat, is because they need to be flat mail. Because of, you know, well, the prices to send, especially other than Canada, it's to be a little expensive. So I try to keep it as flat as I can. Sometimes it can't be helped, but you know, it's just the way it goes. These are very thick. These are Tim Holtz as well, of course. Right? Of course. But just taking off the sharp edges best I can anyway. Sometimes, well, my mat's moving for one, so it's makes it a little harder because it's so slippery on the mat. and then not able to pick things up, so that's another thing. But I'm just gonna add just something in the background behind her, something extra other than just that piece of paper. And because this is heavy, I'm going to use my tacky glue. There we go. And then this beautiful lady, she's gonna go right there. Oops. There we go. Pretty lady. Oh, I suppose I could have put one of these under her, but next one. So there we go. There she is. Just checking on the time. I think we have a little bit of time. So there's a nice big tag. Turned out quite pretty. Let me grab one of these. These are glued together, not very straight, but that doesn't even matter because I'm gonna get rid of the edges anyway. So, and like I said, you don't have to get rid of the white if you don't want to. You can stamp on them. We've done that before. It's been a while, but yeah. But I'd probably keep these and stamp on them. And then you can use them for trim for your projects. Just take off the top. And there we go. Could be a nice journaling card. I think I brought out some of my brown paper. Somewhere here. Nope, I didn't, but that's okay. So there we are. I'm just gonna tear. Might as well tear with my fingers rather than the ruler this time.
What?
It's fun to tear with your fingers.
Okay. I believe you. I believe you.
That's good. There we go. There's that, and I think I will use one of these doilies, and I brought them out to use. So that can go there, and I have some Tim Holtz Peeps. These might be too small. I went through them the other day because I had some really big ones in here, and this was just for minis. So I'm thinking I don't have any more in here. I did a pretty good job cleaning them up. Yeah. So I have the poses. So here's some big ones. Bigger. Oh yeah, they're bigger. Ooh, she doesn't look happy at all. So it'd be nice to have a pair as opposed to just one. So lots of them are sitting. Oh, here we go. There's some fellas right there. Let's use them. So glue this down. And usually I just do this and then I don't have all that glue seeping through the holes of the doily. There we are. Very nice. This I'm just going to fold it right to the back. And I will come back and add some paper for a little writing spot. Oops. That's really nice, Braeden.
You think?
Mm-hmm. There we go. Then I have the fellas there, and let's see what I can pop behind them. I have my mushroom stickers, of course. Let's just see if I have some. Well, all the mushrooms are beautiful. Let's see if we have one we can add. Oh, that's an interesting one. I don't think I want it though. So let's add the mushrooms. Anything's good with mushrooms.
Nope.
Braeden doesn't think so. Maybe not for eating. I don't think he likes to eat them, right?
No. Mushrooms are disgusting, Grandma.
Okay, there's a little butterfly. You might just pop that there. And I'm just looking for something. Oh, this might be just something a little extra to go behind them there. Just like that. Let's do that. Bring it over a little. And then the fellas. Good thing I'm going to use them. His neck was, the one neck was cracked and I don't want it to break, so it's a good time to use them. Just set them right there, I think. That
Right
looks
there.
good. Yep, and then the butterfly. Add a little bit of color. Just up there. I didn't add a word or anything, but that's okay. I have a number. Nope, that's not gonna work. How about a little label if I can find one? These are the snippets. They're quite small. Oh, let me grab this one if I can. Here we go. This one just has some numbers on it.
You messed it up a tiny bit.
No such thing. It's all good. There, I'll just pop that at the bottom. So there we are, there's that. So there's another one. I was just checking the time, which I can't tell. It's been just about half an hour. Wow.
It's 1:52.
Yeah. Okay. Just move these out of the way for a minute. looking for, what am I looking for? My ruler. I always misplace the thing. Never fails. Oh. Take off the point. So there we go. Grab my poses again. I really like these. So she's sitting, so, ooh, he is gigantic. Look at him. He's a really big size. Yeah, the poses come with houses and people and cars. It's just a really fun bunch of things to use. So they're sitting. Still too big.
Ta-da.
Nice, so you show that. Let everybody see what you're doing or what you've done.
This is my moon thing.
His moon thing.
Yep.
Lots of color there. The paint is shimmery. Are you gonna color your moon? You gonna make it yellow or something?
No.
No?
No.
All right.
It's white.
Wonderful.
Yep.
So there we go. I'm just going to, and that's because they're sitting. So I'm going to add them there. There we go. It looks like her elbow and his arm are leaning on the page there. So that's fun. Oops, I don't want you. So that's nice. And this will just tear these edges off. And it doesn't matter if it's straight or not. It's it goes with the overall look of the journal card. Could be a card, could be a tag. It's really whatever you want it to be. So let's see what kind of goodies I have in my envelope. What do I have here? These hearts have been hanging around, so I better put one there. Pop one onto this one. There we go. That's cute, and it has color in there, and so it looks really nice. Add a bit of color. Sometimes that's what we need, right? Get some color. And then I have this sticker. I might add that on there. Shouldn't be too hard to come off. There we go. But I don't want it all. I just want this number right there. And then I'll fold it over the top, just like that. and then you can be done. You can ink it up. Let me just snip the corners, even though it's, I did it all scruffy, it doesn't matter.
Scruffy.
Yeah, like I just hand tore it all.
Oh.
That's a scruffy. All right. So I think I should leave it there for today. I think we've been on for a little while here. It's been, I don't even know. I can't tell because the setup here is quite a bit different, so I'm not sure how much time we've been on. And there's my little ruler. All right, so this is what we were able to do today. There's one. And there's that one. And then there's this tag. And I'll put backings on them as well. And there's this little side tuck. That's what I'm going to make it anyway. And there's another tag. And then the bow is nicely stuck down now on this journaling card. And then Braeden, this is his moon and his land in the sky there. Oh. And then this. What did you call this one?
An elephant.
An elephant. This is his elephant. And look at that. He has a little person drawn in the corner. That's cute. All right. And what are you finishing up there?
I don't know.
You don't know? He's just adding inks onto one of the other watercolor pages. And so there we go. Do you want to show that before we go?
No, 1 sec.
1 sec. Okay.
Okay.
All right. And what do you call this?
I don't know.
He doesn't know what to call this yet. Any ideas, any suggestions, you let him know in the comments, and then I can let him know. All right. Thanks so much, everyone, for hanging out with us for this wonderful session with Braeden. God bless. We'll see you next time. Bye for now.